As the Department of Defense downsizes following the U.S. withdrawal from Iraq and the eventual drawdown of troops from Afghanistan, thousands of outgoing active duty troops now have to fight for jobs.
There's a high unemployment rate. You couple that with the downsizing of the military that's going to happen. There's a pressing public policy need that says we got to do something for those who have served.
Nate Herman, a veteran himself, was tapped a year ago to head up JPMorgan Chase's newly established Office of Military and Veterans Affairs and its 100,000 jobs mission.
This is my first time working in corporate America. So it really gives me appreciation for the challenges that a veteran coming right from the service into this culture faces.
So the bank has developed a 3-part internal training program it hopes will make the transition to civilian life seamless. Herman says educating veterans about corporate culture is the first part.
It's just a different culture, and it's not bad, it's not good, it's just different.
Hiring managers are also briefed about what soldiers bring to the table.
There is no better incubator for the skills that people need to compete in a global environment than the military, and especially a military that's been at war for 10 years, the leadership.
I expect everybody to be in uniform.
Decision making in austere and dynamic environments.
Go.
The ability to work as part of a team.
The second part, mapping out a career path and the different opportunities out there.
Working in the military, you just know what your career path is. It's laid out for you. You know, if I perform 2 or 3 years down the road, what my next position is going to be, what my next rank's going to be, how big or small my paycheck's going to be. That's not quite laid out here in a firm like JPMorgan Chase. And then the third piece would be, what training, just functional training, do we need to give them?
Tom Grayson is JPMorgan's internal communications manager. A Kosovo vet, he worked in the private sector for years before coming to JPMorgan in October.
What happens is when you transition to civilian life, it slows down a little bit because you're not exactly on the go all the time. So that transition was interesting, and getting used to the fact that not every day was going to be getting on a helicopter or a plane and going somewhere.
But Tom Grayson says the job market the veterans are coming home to now is nothing like when he got out of the Army in 2002. That was before the downturn, back when the economy was good.
It's tough when you see veterans who you know have skill sets and you know that they have the ability to adapt and overcome and to deal with pressure and still deliver on an everyday basis, and they can't find the job. That's just so tough to see.
The realities of unemployment. You couple that with the business imperative, it says now's the time to strike. Now's the time to do something.
And JPMorgan Chase isn't waiting for veterans to find them.
Part of what my team does is we are working on attracting and hiring veterans for the businesses that we support kind of across the U.S.
As JPMorgan Chase's staffing manager, Mark Wilfong and his team of 10 full-time employees located around the country work with bases like Dover Air Force Base to meet military folks through job fairs or transition assistance programs.
Second, I would say we network with our existing veterans that work here because veterans know veterans. And probably third, we work through different government agencies, Department of Labor and different government agencies that have military connections that can really help us get the word out and kind of attract veterans that we're looking for.
At the end of the day, we're not running a charity. I'm not building a charitable organization to hire veterans. A veteran can compete in his or her own right.